Hello and welcome to Yucatan Today's video series featuring the unique homes and neighborhoods of Mérida, Yucatan. Today we're in Colonia Aleman, and this is the main park of Aleman. It's absolutely huge. It's actually the largest municipal park in the whole city. There's a mercado over here, a very clean and quiet and tranquil market, along with the church here as well. The neighborhood was actually laid out in the 1950s, and it was one of the first actual planned communities in Mérida. There were very wide boulevards, lots of access roads, lots of plantings everywhere. And the first houses started to be built in the 1950s. But once again, it sort of follows that Spanish model where the church is on the square and the mercado, but it has a very, very large park. Let's take a look. From the large park at Aleman, it's just a short distance over to the house that we're going to take a look at today. Follow me. The owners of this house really love to be able to walk all around. There's a mercado here, there's a market, there's restaurants, everything that they might need. Plus it's very tree-lined and usually pretty tranquil. So the house we're going to see today has been completely transformed. It's a house from the 1960s, but it's been completely rethought. So let's take a look. So the tradition of the Mérida house being everything behind walls is carried on here, even in the suburbs. We have a wall all the way around, which gives nice privacy, makes it much more quiet. And the house itself, you can see, has been really transformed because it's very, very modern now. But what they worked with in this house was a 1960s footprint, which meant that there were little rooms chopped up all over the place, and it's been completely opened up. Really modern, filled with light, very tropical. From the walled front entrance, we have an outdoor entranceway which leads into the first part of the house. This is a formal entranceway to the house, and it really sets the tone for the house. It's very white, very clean, very open, and very bright. It leads off both ways here. This way leads to the front living room area. And what we have here, again, you can't see anything of the street. You have no sense that there's a street out there anymore. Light and air flowing all the way through, a view of the pool out here. And it's really gorgeous. Then from here, we actually come over to the living room. And this is a large living and dining area. Again, very light, very open, no sense that there's any neighbors anywhere, and a gorgeous view of the pool as well. This open plan living room is very modern. Originally, the house probably would have been very chopped up into very individual rooms, but you can see how wide open everything is. This again leads to the stairway near the entranceway, the study in the front, and the living room, dining room. And then from here, we head over to the big, beautiful kitchen. From the living room, dining room area, it leads right into the kitchen. And you can notice right away that there's all this custom cabinetry. It's actually all the way throughout the house. There's beautiful cabinetry everywhere, granite countertops, and also a kitchen bar here as well. We're in the kitchen, but we're basically outdoors. We have the whole patio out here. Beautiful dining room, outdoor dining room, and the swimming pool, all completely walled in. This is a really beautiful spot back here to enjoy the tropics. It's very modern and very clean, but it also feels very tropical. The trees are all around here, really beautiful. And you can see actually right through the house. You can see all the way to the front walls. And then there's a huge actual dining room right behind us here for al fresco dining. Passing back through the patio, through the kitchen, we see on the side here there's a doorway to a very large garage. So it's very open, very usable, and we pass back again through the living room, dining room, over to the stairway, this beautiful stairway. And at the bottom of the stairs, there's also a powder room as well. So we arrive at the top of the stairs, and there are 3 bedroom suites up here, all really beautiful. The hallway here leads into the first bedroom, which itself is enormous, with a king bed and its own private bathroom as well. Again, lots of built-in closets, lots of light, beautiful views everywhere. There actually were some larger windows here, and they made them smaller so that it was very private. And from the street, it looks like the house has no windows at all, but inside the house, you feel all that light and all that air. From this first very large suite, we go into the second one. This one is ever so slightly smaller, but it's still huge. It's still got lots of light, lots of air, and its own bathroom. Again, lots of built-in closets. A really livable house. So after the first 2 bedrooms, we come to the master, which is really an amazingly huge suite. This is a king bed, and it almost looks small in this space. More light, more air, except this one actually has a beautiful patio, big private patio out here as well. From here, we go over to the closet, and it's enormous. For Merida, it's actually huge. Really well organized and completely wide open. And then that leads into the master bathroom as well. Everything is wide open to the huge patio up here. And coming up from the master suite, we've arrived at the very top of the house, this beautiful private terrace up here. And what we'd like to do is invite you to take a look at this listing on mexintel.com. And we'd also like to leave you with some images of the house at night and also of the neighborhood of Colonia Aleman. Thanks for joining us. I'm Keith Heitke with Mexico International. We'll see you next time on Yucatan Today.